Simmons with you here at the CS Racing Report. And like AC/DC, we're back in black. It's the Dubai World Cup preview. Let's take a look at the post positions of this 11-horse field going 1.25 miles, $12 million on the line at Meydan. And obviously, after the Saudi Cup upset, people are basically in the belief that this is going to be an episode of Law and Order being restored, starring Life is Good. He's obviously, to many people, a Rick James super freak, real deal Holyfield type of horse. Can he continue to be that super freak at 10 furlongs? The questions also abound are going to be pressure. Who, if anyone, can apply any pressure if Life is Good breaks sharply from the number 1 hole? A lot of people believe that the number 7 and the number 10, at least I certainly think so, Hot Rod Charlie and Hypothetical, the winners of the Maktoum challenges 2 and 3 respectively, are going to show some speed, and we're going to see a cat and mouse game played on the front end unless Life is Good can blast out of the gates and separate himself. And if he gets that separation like he did with the short and stretch of the Pegasus at Gulfstream, that's going to pose a problem, even if you don't think the 1.25 miles is his optimum trip. Being able to relax on the front end is going to enhance his chances of getting the 10 furlongs. But Doug O'Neill, the trainer of Hot Rod Charlie, wants to sit back. Well, how far back can you recline and give a potential cushion that could be insurmountable with Life is Good? But again, it all depends on the break. We could see, as I aforementioned, a cat and mouse game going on. Meantime, another question is, what happens, or what's going to happen when a horse like Life is Good, a speed horse like him, gets hooked? Well, as Bob Baffert has said many times, you got to hook them first. Behind those 3 horses, as we look at the pace scenario, Steve Asmussen's always maintained that he wants a horse going a certain speed at certain points in the race. Midnight Bourbon is not going to deviate from his style. Neither he nor Country Grammar are going to do that. They're going to basically be sitting in the area code unless there's so much separation they're going to have to be used a little more early on. So as you look at that pace scenario, 1-7-10, Life is Good, Hypothetical, the Hot Rod Charlie, Hypothetical. Then you have Country Grammar and Midnight Bourbon sitting behind him. Those are the horses that I like in this race, and the positionally where they're going to be. And then the closing horses, the number 2, Auto Trim, 5th in that Saudi Cup, and the number 11, Remorse, 2nd to Hypothetical in the Maktoum Challenge 3. I think those horses are going to be the ones to be looking out for in the positions that they're going to be coming from in this race. Another question you might want to pose is the Saudi to Dubai angle. The Pegasus to Saudi angle has not translated or worked out very well for Mucho Gusto and Knicks Go. Those are 2 prime examples. Can Country Grammar, Midnight Bourbon, and Auto Trim, 3 horses out of Saudi, be able to elevate their form from there to this Dubai race? We know that all 3 of them are proven at 1.25 miles, so it would seem likely that they're going to be the ones getting first run at the front runners and do very, very well in this race. I think you toss the runner-up and the 3rd place finisher, Chua Wizard and Magny Coors, along with the number 4, Groscher Jack, who was a grade 3 winner in Germany. I don't think they're gonna have as significant a role in this Dubai World Cup as the previous year, particularly the runner-up and the 3rd place finishers. Another horse you might want to look at is the number 6, Real World. He's a horse that a lot of people may play. He's got a decent price at 16-1, may go down, may go up. So we'll have to see at post time. So in looking at the picks, in terms of all of the factors that I've mentioned, I think that if you believe Law and Order is going to be restored, then these numbers are going to definitely apply. The 1, the 7, the 8, the 5. Life is Good, Hot Rod Charlie, Midnight Bourbon, Country Grammar. I like the flip on this, which is the 1, the 5, the 8, the 7, Country Grammar finishing second in that scenario, and Hot Rod Charlie picking up the rear of the Superfecta 1, 5, 8, 7. Then if you want to try to beat the favorite, I think Country Grammar, some of you think Midnight Bourbon is a logical choice. Country Grammar is the selection for me in terms of pulling an upset, the 5, the 1, the 7, the 11. Or you could go 5, 1, 7, 6 with the aforementioned Real World picking up the end of the tail end of the Superfecta. That 5, 1, 7, you see the horses in those Superfecta scenarios. And then the final pick, if you really want to hit a home run, if you're really trying to swing for the fences and think that what you saw in the Saudi Cup will continue in Dubai, then the horse I like is the number 2. there's a saying, at least I have one, that says that the punches you can't see are the ones that hurt the most. He's 50-1. He might be higher than that, lower than that. No one's paying attention to the fact he ran a sneaky good fifth. He ran a very nice fifth in that Saudi Cup. I think he likes the distance. I think he's going to come pick up the pieces. You could make the same case for Remorse, the number 11, but I'll go ahead with the 2, the 5, the 1, and the 11 Remorse filling out the Superfecta, or the 2, the 5, the 1, and the 8 Midnight Bourbon. And so that is Aro Trim pulling the upset over Country Grammar with Life is Good third, and then either, as I said before, Remorse or Midnight Bourbon picking up the rear. So those are my picks for the 2022 Dubai World Cup, and we'll certainly tie in some recapping of it along with the road to the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby right here at the CS Racing Report.
But CIGAR is digging deep. He's coming back. It's going to be CIGAR. It's going to take it up the line. CIGAR by 3 parts on it. 14 out of 14 for CIGAR. 14 out of 14 for CIGAR. A world champion.